Hello everyone, welcome to this another live stream, late night algorithms part 4. So here we discuss and solve LeetCode problems daily. Today also just welcome back. So today also we'll be solving 4 problems: easy, medium and hard. So easy, I have taken the sub-array problem because somebody has written in the chat yesterday to take sub-array problem. So for the easy I have taken sub-array problem, and for medium I have taken one graph problem and one priority queue or a heap problem, and the hard one is again a DP problem. I hope it will be a fun solving problems today. So if everything is running fine, audio is coming fine, video is coming fine, you can just write it in the chat, or if anything is, if there is an issue, you can also write there in the chat as well. So let me just confirm whether stream is running fine or not. So yeah, stream is running. So let me just check from mobile as well. So let us just wait for 2 to 3 minutes, and then we will just start the problem solving, starting with the easy, then 2 mediums, and then one hard. So let me just check from phone if audio and everything is correct. So today's stream, unlike yesterday's, I don't know how 3 hours went, and so instead of having 3 hour stream, I'll keep it to like 1.5 hour or so, because it is then difficult for me also, because I need to go to office as well tomorrow. But yeah, don't worry, during the weekends we will take a long hour streams, like maybe 4 hours as well. So yeah, we can just now start with the problem solving. So Shanmukh has said all clear. Thank you Shanmukh for replying. So yeah, we can just start with the problem solving. So first easy one will be taking as the sub-array problem, because yesterday's stream somebody has told me to solve a sub-array problem, and for some reason I don't know, LeetCode today is working very slow. So yeah, we need to just bear with that. So yeah, just take a sub-array problem. I also do come prepared for these live streams so that I do not fumble in the live stream, obviously, because I don't want anybody, like I don't want myself to get fumble, and people who are watching me get confused like what is happening, and yeah, that's why I also come prepared. So let us take this problem, maximum average sub-array part 1. So yeah, LeetCode is running slow today, don't know why. So let me just reset this. So yeah, the problem name is maximum average sub-array part 1. So it is an easy problem. So let us read the problem statement first. So you are given an integer array nums consisting of n elements and an integer k. So nums of length n and an integer k. So this is the information that we have till now. Now we need to find a contiguous subarray whose length is equal to k. So we need to find subarray of length k, okay, that has the maximum average value and return this value. So what we need to do, we need to take the contiguous subarray of length k that has the maximum average value. So for example, like let's say for example we have been given some array and we find three sub-arrays of size k in that, and among those three sub-arrays, whichever sub-array has the maximum average value. Like for example, how can we calculate the maximum average like how can we calculate the average value? If the k length is 3, so sum of all the three elements inside that divided by 3, so this will be the average value of first subarray. Similarly, we will calculate for second subarray and third subarray, and among these three values, whichever will be the maximum, we need to return that particular value. So this is what the question is saying, and they have another thing given, that any answer with a calculation error less than 10 raised to the power minus 5 will be accepted. So this is nothing, just we need to take care that we get the answer up to 5 decimal places. So this is nothing much to worry about. We can just use double, so it will always give us the answer with 5 decimal places behind. So this is the problem. Let us see the constraints. So n is the lump's length, n and k can be as max as 10 raised to the power 5, and nums of I can be like as large as 10 raised to the power 4 and as less as minus 10 raised to the power 4. So you can like consider that it will have both positive elements and negative elements, and obviously 0 can also be there. So with the constraints, like what will be the brute force approach you will be thinking? Brute force approach would be to like, okay, we need to find subarrays of length k, so we can just check each and every length subarray of length k, find its average value, store it somewhere, and among those all these average values that we have stored of all the k subarrays, take the maximum and return that. It is simple, right? But this is the brute force approach. We need to find out each and every subarray of length k. So according to the constraints, k can be as max as 10 raised to the power 5. So 10 raised to the power 5, and n can also be as max as 10 raised to the power 10 raised to the power 5. So what does this suggest? If we find all the sub arrays of length k, so first loop will run for starting of the each and every element, and the second for loop will start to get that length k elements. So first loop will run for n number of times, because for each and every array element we need to find the k length subarray, and that k is also like the length of the subarray that we need to find. So like if n is given to the 10 raised to the power 5, so for starting with each and every element, like if we start from the first element, then we need to find the length of k subarray. If we start from the second element, then we need to find the second length k subarray. So for n number of times we need to find the k length subarray. So what will be the total time complexity? N cross k. So this will surely give us TLE. So we can't do that. So helpful, keep it up. Thank you, Shuyash. Glad that you came to this stream. Means a lot. Thank you. So yeah, this particular thing will give us TLE. Why? Because 10 raised to the power 5 into 10 raised to the power 5, it will be what? 10 raised to the power 10. And to be in the time limits, we need to be less than 10 raised to the power 8. So this will give us TLE. So we need to find some optimized solution for this. So in which range we can go? First of all, think in which time complexities we can think of. Obviously, if k and n value is 10 raised to the power 5, so we can obviously go till n log n, and we can go like O of n log k, maybe if this thing will be helpful, and we can go up till O of n, and definitely O of 1. This is just mathematically O of 1. Actually this won't be possible for this particular case or any case until we have some mathematical formula behind that. So yeah, we can neglect this. So we need to think in terms of this: O of n log n, O of n log k, O of n. Obviously you can say O of k log n and all of that, but yeah, we need to think in these time complexities. Now if you just look at this problem statement, there is something related to subarrays given and some fixed length subarrays given. So whenever there is a problem related to subarray, I am not saying that always this thing will happen, like always this will be in terms of like sliding window, but yeah, whenever there is a subarray problem, we always first think in terms of sliding window. So we can think in terms of sliding window as well. So sliding window can be one option. So if sliding window will be option, so what all possible cases can be there in sliding window? So there can be two possibilities. Either it will be a fixed size sliding window, fixed size, or it can be variable size. Variable size. So what is variable size and what is fixed size? Variable size means that in order to fulfill the condition that is given in the problem, we don't know what length it will be. Either like it can happen that to satisfy a particular condition that is given in the question, we may get a length of a subarray, let's say 3. For some other subarray, we might get length, let's say 2 or 1 or 4, anything. So in this case, so to satisfy a particular condition that is given in the question, we don't know what subarray length we actually need. So that is called as variable size subarray or variable size sliding window. What is fixed size? So fixed size sliding window means for each and every particular case that we are having, we will always have a fixed size subarray length. So in this case, this works fine. This works fine because they have said we need to find contiguous subarray whose length is equal to k. So we cannot say that okay, we take first subarray of length k and then we will take some other length like 2, 3, k plus 1, k minus 1 or something like that. No, it will not happen. We need to take each and every subarray, or we need to fulfill, in order to fulfill the question's condition, we need to always take length of subarray, length of size of subarray equal to k. So you can see this thing matches sliding window of fixed size, that is length k. So Baldur, when should I complete what to focus on, when to start internship, what skills to build, which things to keep in mind? So like if you are in college, I would suggest development and DSA will both be helpful for you. You need to focus on both development and DSA. And what is the right time? Like you can just start like from today itself, maybe focus 2 to 3 hours on DSA, start from easy problem, then medium, and development you can give the rest of the time. In development, just make projects, and related to internships, maybe during third year, or even if you have enough skills, you can get good internship in second year as well. So yeah, this can be the things that you can keep in mind. So Jin is saying, hey, sorry to interrupt, but what if someone wanna start LeetCode? Is there a series in which you attempted all questions from the start? No, like I generally made videos on LeetCode daily challenge, or I have just made solutions randomly, either of LeetCode or GFG, that is Geeks for Geeks, if you know. So I haven't dedicated any series where I have solved every problem from starting. But if you are looking for a roadmap, so I have my own website. I am like just giving a little bit of promotion here, because I think this website will be really helpful for beginners or intermediate who are stepping into this DSA journey. So I have created a dedicated DSA sheet as well. In the left sidebar, you can see the link of my website, codetips.site it is. So yeah, initially it will take some time to load, but yeah, because it is running on free tier. So I have selected 278 problems. So I have solved around like 1300 plus problems. So I think you can trust me in this case. In this DSA sheet, I'm not saying that you will cover each and everything, you will get a good job, or like you will crack Amazon, Google. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that with these 278 problems that are divided in 15 topics and covered 72 different patterns from each and every topic, it will cover 80 to 90% of your DSA problems, which you can solve by yourself. And in order to know what is the sheet, so here you can see, uh, if you want to choose array, so there are patterns inside the array. Arrays can have prefix some kind of problem, so these are given in order, right? So you need to follow this particular order. So first do the fundamentals, then do the prefix sums. You should follow this order in order to gain knowledge of each and every problem step by step. What is the similarity between problems, what is the variations that are there in different problems, and so on. So you have cadence algorithm. If you look in the DP and graphs are the things that I have worked most hard on for creating this sheet. So 1D DP is one pattern, grid DP, knapsack, LCS, LIS. So there is a lot of patterns, and also I have written these editorials by myself. How I think, how I approach problems, intuitions, observations that I had when I was solving problems, approach, why something is there in particular way. Because in this problem we generally use like like I don't remember, but a hash map, unordered map or so. So we initialize the 0th value as -1. So in my mind at that time I had a question like why -1. So I answered this particular thing as well, because I think that if I have doubt at something, so it might be possible that someone else also will have the same doubt. And you can see the code in C++, Java and Python. And in the end, to answer your queries like why this particular algorithm works, what is the thing that is making this algorithm work and getting accepted, time and space complexities and all of that. So this is a complete free website. You don't need to even sign in. You can just use this as a guest user, just in order to track progress, or just like mark for revision and ask something in the community or discuss in the community. Then only you need to sign in. Otherwise you can just visit this website and use this website for free and as a guest user. I have also written blogs on various DSA topics, tips and tricks, the cheat sheet, the like what you can say, a roadmap kind of thing. So you can see my guides as well. So I hope these particular things help. So one more thing is there, the free profile review. So if you want your LeetCode profile to get reviewed by me, you can send me your LeetCode profile. It is again completely free. How many times you give, it is completely free. Just you need to give your email, just because so that I can give a detailed PDF report of your LeetCode profile. So if you give your profile, you need to share your LeetCode profile URL. And then if you have some additional note that particular thing that you want to like ask me, like if you are stuck in DP, how to proceed with that, so this can be the additional note that you can give. So I will keep that thing in mind, and on basis of that I will make your detailed report. So in that report I will mention what all weak things that are there, what all positive things that are there, what are the next steps that you need to take, and what should be the learning roadmap ahead. So this will be the detailed report that you will get. So yeah, this was a little bit thing if you want to know how to proceed. And these are the genuine reviews that are given by people. It is not like that some friends of mine have given the review and I have just shown you. No, all the 12 reviews are given by random person that I don't even know. They liked my work and they given the review. So this is completely like verified thing. So you can just use this particular website. So yeah, this was the thing. Now let us get back to the problem. So where were we? Yeah. So we were discussing why sliding window and why fixed size sliding window. So till now we are getting the hint that okay, we will be using we will be using sliding window, and in that fixed size sliding window. So how will we actually solve this with the help of sliding window? So let us see. So let us say you have been given this array. So let us copy this particular array. So here you have k value as 4. So that means we need to find all the subarrays of length 4. So what can be the first subarray? First subarray can be this, from 1 to -6. Now what can be the other subarray? Other subarray can be from 12 to 50. The other subarray can be from -5 to 3. So this is what we will be doing. So thank you so much. I'll look into this. Yeah, welcome Jin. I hope you are enjoying this stream. So yeah, so with the help of sliding window, how we will approach it is simple. Initially we will take the first length k sub array, the first sub array of length k, we will calculate the average and store it. Then what we will do, we will add one element from the right and we will remove one element from the left. So what I am saying, we will add one element from the right and we will remove one element from the left. That means one will get removed. So now the sub array will look something like this. So this will be the next sub array of length k. So this is how sliding window will proceed. So in the end, after checking each and every sub array, we just need to return whatever sub array has the maximum average, so that we need to return. So I hope this is clear till now, and in this case the time complexity will be nothing but O of n only. Why O of n? Because we are just iterating to the entire sub array only one number of time, not sub array, sorry, entire array only one number of time. We have removed the second for loop of like taking each and every k sub array for each and every n of the n elements. So that's why sliding window will be helpful, and let us see whether we can get correct output from this particular sliding window or not. So what we need to find, we need to find the maximum average. So let's say it is like what can be the length, yeah, so we can just initialize it with, or let us forget about this now. We can just initialize integer n, which is nothing but the nums size. We will get back onto this a couple of minutes later when we'll be actually calculating the sum and average and all of that. Now what we need to do, first of all we need to find the initial sub array of length k. You can also do it in the single loop, but I prefer to do it in two different loops. So for int I equal to 0 up till I less than equal to k minus 1. So from 0 to k minus 1 will be the first sub array of length k. So I plus plus. Now what we need to do, we need to find the average, right? So what is there? Yeah, maximum average value. So how do we calculate average? We take the sum and we divide by k. So we take the sum. So in this case actually, since each and every sub array length is k only, so instead of taking average value, we can just take some value as our count to keep track of the maximum sum. Because if someone has if the first sub array is sum, let's say sum 1, second sub array is sum, let's say sum 2, so we are just to getting the average, we are just dividing it by k. So k is constant, so we can do this thing in the end also, because whatever maximum sum we will get, that will be the maximum average only, because k is constant for each and every sum. So what we can do, we can just calculate initially maximum sum. So that's why I didn't wrote this particular maximum sum variable initially, because I need to make sure that you understand this part. So now what we can do, we can take a variable maximum sum which will be initially 0, and we will also take one variable sum which will be the current sum of the sub array. So sum equal to 0. Now what we will do, sum plus equal to nums of I. So this will be the first sub array of length k that we have taken. Now what we need to do, we need to take all the other sub arrays of length k. So int I equal to k, because till k minus 1 we have already done. So now we need to start from k, so I less than up till n, then I plus plus. Now what we need to do, again same thing, we need to add the right element to the sum. So what we will do, sum plus equal to, or rather just separate it out the both equation. So sum equal to sum plus, what is the right element, that is current I. Sum equal to sum plus nums of I, and we need to remove the left element. So what will be the left element, I minus k. So if initial sub array was this of length 4, so what is this, this will be actually I minus k when our I is pointing to here at 50, because till k minus 1 we have already taken, this is the k, and k minus I minus k will actually remove this particular element. So sum equal to sum minus nums of I minus k, k. So we added the right element and we removed the left element. So this is the sum that we have for this particular current window. Now we need to keep track of the maximum sum that we have. So now also we need to first here update maximum sum, because what if the maximum sum is present in this what you can say, the first sub array only. So maximum sum will be initialized with sum only, the sum that we get from the first sub array of length k. And now here we will update max sum equal to maximum of max sum that we have till now and the current sub array sum of length k. So this will keep on happening until we just reach the end. So in the end, what we need to return? We need to return the average. So how do we return the average? We just need to return what is the average? Maximum sum divided by k. So is it correct? No, it is not correct, because we need to return it in double. So what we will do? We can just write here double, and now it is correct. So let us try if it gets running fine on sample test case or not. So I don't know why LeetCode is little slow today. It is taking time. So it is giving us the wrong answer. Output is 12, and here what is this? So let me just check it. Wait. So we have taken the sum, and I think we need to take here double also, I think. Let's see. Sorry, here it will be k. Let us see what comes if it is coming in integer. What it is coming in integer. It is coming 12. Oh, okay. Sorry, I have done typecasting in incorrect way. Actually, the typecasting will be done something like this: max sum divided by k. Yeah. So integer double is that we need to return. So double of max sum or divided by k. So I think it should work fine now. So I have taken brackets in wrong order. So yeah, now it is coming correctly. So let us see if it gets accepted or not. So yeah, it got accepted. So if you have any doubts related to this question, you can ask, or we can just start with the next question after 5 minutes. Till then I can also see if the stream is working fine. Next question that we will take would be related to priority queues. So let me just check if stream is working fine. Yeah, it is working fine. So yeah, we can just if you don't have any doubts, we can just move on to the next problem, that is of priority queues. So Yashvardhan, hey, do you code in Python as well? No, I have learned C++ only, so I'll I do DSA in C++. Can we do valid Sudoku? So similar problem we have already Aryan Singh we have done in one of our previous streams, but like n queens problem that we have done using backtracking. So valid Sudoku is also a backtracking problem, and we are taking backtracking problem from like previous two streams. So that's why I have not taken now. But yeah, maybe in tomorrow's stream we will take a valid Sudoku as our hard problem. I think it is marked as hard. Yeah, whatever difficulty it is, we will take valid Sudoku in the next stream, because in the previous stream people have already told what you can say, what problems you need to choose. So yeah, that's why I have already taken their question. So in order to take your question in account, we will take valid Sudoku tomorrow. So yeah, so Yashvardhan is saying best of luck. Thank you, best of luck to you too. Let me check. Stream health is excellent. Yes, it's very slow today, LeetCode. So related to priority queues, let us filter. It will be of medium difficulty and topic will be priority queues. Yeah. So top k frequent elements, top k closest element, or top k frequent words, we can take this one. The next question will be of graph, which will be taking some basic graph problems, and in the end the hard problem will be of the DP. DP. So yeah, this is the next problem, top k frequent words. So let us read the problem statement. So given an array of string words and an integer k, return the k most frequent strings. Now return the answer sorted by frequency from highest to lowest, and sort the words with the same frequency by their lexicographical order. So what the question is saying, that you are given an array of strings and an integer k. You need to return the k most frequently occurring words in the entire array. Now if two words are having the same frequency, so what you need to do, you need to pick the lexicographically smaller word first, then take the second word. So this is what the question is saying. So let us see this first problem. So in the first problem, your input is given as something like this. I love LeetCode and I love coding. So here you can see, if we create a map, because obviously if question is revolving around frequencies and all of that, then obviously a map will be used, and in this particular case unordered map will be used. Why? Because we do not have anything to do with the ordering of the elements in terms of frequency, obviously, and related to the lexicographical and all of that, we'll be using our own custom comparator. We will look into that later, but yeah, for now let us just create a kind of map. So i's frequency is till now 1. Then we come around love. So love is not present inside our map, so we will just inside love and mark its frequency to be 1. Then we'll be coming at LeetCode. So LeetCode is not present inside our map, so we will just put LeetCode with the frequency 1. Then we will again come across I. So I is already frequency 1, so we will increment by 1, so it is coming by 2. Now love is there, so love is again having the frequency 1, so we will update by 2. Now coding. So coding is not occurring in our hash map, so we can just insert this coding word with frequency 1. So this is the end of the entire words array, and this is what the frequency that we have. I is coming 2 number of time, love is coming 2 number of time, and LeetCode and coding is coming 1 number of time, and k value is given to us as 2. So that means in this particular thing we need to find top 2 frequent elements. This is what we need to find, right? So this is a straightforward example. You can just return I and love. So top 2 frequent elements will be, because it is coming 2 number of time and it is also coming 2 number of time, and no element is having frequency more than 2. So these will be the top 2 words. So now we have the top 2 words, but in which order that we need to return? If two words having the same frequency, that we need to return in the lexicographical order. So smallest will be coming first, and then the subsequent words will be coming. So within these 2 words, I and love, which is lexicographically smaller? Obviously I is lexicographically smaller, so our answer will be something like this. I will be there and then love will be there. So this is what will be returning, and if you can see the output is also same. So similarly you can try on this particular example, and this is pretty much basic problem, a straightforward problem. Obviously if something is related to frequency, we'll be using unordered map. If something is related to like pick top of top k elements, top this element, top this or that, so we use priority queues. So we'll be using priority queues. So something is there in chat, should we use try? So in this particular case, try will not be like, I don't know, like try, how come try will be the option? Try is there when we need to find some prefix kind of matching, prefix matching and all of that. So in this case I don't think there is something related to prefix matching also, so that try will not be applicable here. We can do it with the help of unordered maps and priority queues. So we'll be using unordered map and min heap in order to solve this particular problem. So yeah, we can just move forward with the code if you don't have any doubt. So what we can do, we can just declare first unordered map of, let's say, in map everything will be related to first frequency, and then the what you can say, no sorry, in map there will be always first thing related to the word and then its number or the frequency. So you can see here, how did we do the mapping? First word is coming and then its corresponding frequency is coming. So first what we will do, we will take string, and the second it will be its frequency, so it will be in integer. So this is what we'll be creating. So first let us just store each and every word's frequency inside the map. So let us declare our integer n, that is equal to words dot size, and we will just iterate over this entire words array and just hash their frequencies or hash these words inside the map to get their corresponding frequencies. So int I equal to 0 up till I is less than n, I plus plus. So MP of that particular word, so that word equal to how much frequency? So MP of that word is what? The key of this particular map. So key is word. So word of I, so words of I rather, that should be plus plus. So if it is not there, if it is not present, it will be inserted by that particular key and it will be equated to 1. If that particular word is already present, so it will just automatically increment its frequency by 1. So this is what it is doing. So Arctic Fury has questioned that what are we doing in which language? So we are just solving LeetCode problems, how the problems come in contests like easy, medium and hard difficulty. So we have already solved easy problem. We are now moved towards the second problem, which is a medium problem, and we are solving this problem top k frequent words. And yeah, in which language? We are doing it in C++. Yeah, Manu Kaur has already answered CPP. Yeah, so we are doing it in C++. So we have already know all of the frequencies. Now what we need to do, we need to take first the highest frequency, and then we need to take its corresponding lexicographical order. So now we need to, what we need to do, we need to create a min heap. So how do we create a min heap? We create priority queue, and how it is declared? So vector of something, so let's say vector of something, comma, or rather first just write whatever that is. So let's say we will be taking pair, because first it will be the frequency and then it will be your word. So first it will be compared on the basis of frequency. So whatever frequency is there, it will be coming first, and then second option is the lexicographical order. So first compare on the basis of frequency, then compare on the basis of lexicographical order. So first we'll be taking frequency and then the string or the particular word. So we'll be taking pair of int comma string, yeah, and in vector, inside that vector we need to copy the same, and yeah, and vector of pair of, yeah. So what I have done, wait, there will be one more, and inside this, yes. Now what we need to do, we need to create our custom comparator function. So we can declare it as comparator, and we will now declare, but before that let us name this as PQ. From how many years have you been doing coding? So cheerful, I have been doing DSA from like second year of my college, so it's been 3 to 4 years. So yeah, current use heap, yeah, we are using heap only, priority queues we are using min heap. So we can create now our custom comparator function. So this is how we create custom comparator function. If you don't know, so this will be a good thing, like good place to learn now. So struct, we create a structure for comparator, and inside that comparator what we will do, we will take a boolean operator that will give us the result either true or false. So bool operator, so this is how we declare, this is the syntax of that. So inside that operator what we take, that we are passing here. So what we are passing, we are passing pair of int comma string. So we will take pair of int comma string, but how many we will take? We will take 2, because comparison will always happen in 2 things. So we will take let's say you can name it anything. So let's say the first pair is A and second pair is int comma string of B. Now how do we compare? First basis on the frequency. So if frequency is same, let's say what is the frequency? A dot first. So there are some question, how much years it take to get fully ready for DSA medium and hard? So lazy sloth, there is not a fixed duration, it depends on your grasping skills, your problem solving ability, but yeah, within 1 year you will be good to go. So आदित्य गुप्ता, भाई अभी ड्राइवर की शीट से DSA शुरू किया है, आगे क्या करूं? भाई अभी ड्राइवर की so Aditya Gupta, I would just recommend to just follow the sheet, and yeah, just do DSA problems, and if you complete the sheet, then move towards the hard problems, or just focus on the daily challenges that LeetCode gives. So yeah, you can go ahead with that. So first what we need to do, first we need to check frequencies. So how do we get the frequencies? A dot first is the A's frequency and B dot first is B's frequency. So if both frequencies are equal, then we need to check the lexicographical order. So if A dot first equal to what? B dot first. So if both of the frequencies are equal, then we need to check the lexicographical order. So now how do we check the lexicographical order? So instead of if condition, we can simply return which one will be having a lower priority. So what is the word that we have for A? A dot second. And what is the word that we are having for B? B dot second. So in this, whichever will be having the lower priority will be returned true, and we will be knowing that okay, if like B is having like in this case, like if A is having the lower priority, so A will be pushed down and B will be pushed up. So this is how it particularly works. Otherwise, if A is not equal to B, so what you can do, we can simply return the opposite of that. We can just return on the basis of frequency. So we can return A dot first, but this time the like operator will change to different side, because it will be completely opposite now. In lexicographical order, we need the lower first, lowest first, but in terms of frequency, we need highest first. So just change the direction of the what you can say, the operator, B dot first. So this is how we write the comparator function, and we have already declared the comparator function here. So आदित्य गुप्ता, ब्लॉकचेन डेवलपमेंट में स्कोप है? या ऑब्वियसली देर इज़ अ स्कोप इन ब्लॉकचेन डेवलपमेंट, देर इज़ अ हाई डिमांड, but it is difficult to understand. So yeah, you can look forward for that if you have interest in blockchain development. But as a fresher, I don't think like you will be able to get a job. What you can do, you can get a first SDE role, and within that SDE role, you side by side learn blockchain and improve your blockchain development skill. And yeah, maybe then for experienced role, you can go for the blockchain development. This is what I feel that should be the path, because I don't think someone will give a fresher a blockchain development role. So आदित्य गुप्ता इज सिंग C++ में DSA के साथ ये कर सकता हूँ. या ऑब्वियसली यू कैन डू साइड बाय साइड this blockchain development thing with DSA as well. DSA you can just give 2 to 3 hours daily and solve 3 to 4 problems and 3 to 4 medium problems, and yeah, you will be good to go with the DSA part. So yeah, game development में scope है. I don't know about the game development thing. Unity game developers are there, but I don't know about the scope. How much is the scope? Currently esports and all of these things are growing, but in terms of job market, I don't know. So yeah, we can just now push everything that is inside our map into our priority queue so that we can get in the correct order. So we can just iterate on the map auto IT of MP, and what we can do, pq dot push. What we will push first, the frequency, then the word. So what is the frequency? Frequency is nothing but IT dot second, and what is the word? Word is IT dot first. So this is what we can do. So Aditya Gupta, thank you. Yeah, welcome. Aryan Singh, India में काम है, India में कम है. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Aryan Singh might be knowing in more deeper way, so you can just ask him, Aditya Gupta. So now we just need to take top key elements out from the what you can say priority queue, and we can just return those. So what we can do, we can create a vector of string, let's say result, and we can just push the top key elements from the priority queue into a result vector. So while k minus minus, what we can do, pq dot top. So first we need to take the top, you can say pair. Yeah, we can take it like that also. So pair of what? Integer is coming first and then string is coming. So let's say we give it a name as maybe let's give it a name A. So A will be pq dot top and pq dot pop. Now what we need to take, we need to take the word from this pair. So word will be what? A dot second. So A dot second will be pushed into the result. So result dot push back A dot second, and in the end we can just return this particular result. So I hope this thing works fine. Let us run. So it gives us the error. Yeah, so in structure we need to write a semicolon as well in the end. So let me just side by side check the stream. Mm, yeah, so it is giving us the right result. So let us check by submitting if it gets accepted or not. So yeah, it got accepted. So yeah, till now we have solved two problems, and next problem will be of graph, you can say connected components kind of thing. We will be starting from basics only. So let us take the problem of graph. So till then we can just discuss in the chat for 5 to 10 minutes. If you have some doubts, queries or anything, I'll be happy to take that. So medium and topic will be not priority queue. Now it will be graph, yes. Or let me just simply write the problem. I have just taken that yesterday. Somebody has said this problem, I think yesterday. What was that? Connected components problem. Island or surrounded regions or island, someone has said. Number of islands, yes. So please summarize. So are you talking about the last problem or this entire two questions that we have done till now? CM, can you just elaborate? The last problem are you talking about, or the two problems that we have discussed till now? Let me just side by side check the stream. Last problem. So in the last problem was top k elements. So let me just open that again. So it will be better to understand with that problem only. Mm, what was that problem? Yeah, top k frequent words. How regularly do you stream? So I have just started stream. This is my fourth stream, but now I am looking forward to like go live every day, because yeah, I just wanted to do the live streaming thing. So yeah, I'll come regularly 11 p.m. According to Indian Standard Time, and yeah, maybe in the weekdays I am talking about, and in the weekends I will just tweak a timings a little bit early. I will come, and the duration of the stream will also be little bit longer, maybe like 4 hours or 4.5 hours or so. So I will come daily now for the stream at 11 p.m. IST in the weekdays, and for the weekends I'll just tell on the Friday stream or whatever. I'll just tell you or update you. I'll update it in the next live stream. I will update it in the live stream only. So आपने क्या क्या कर रखा है डेवलपमेंट एंड ऑल. So Aditya Gupta, development I have done Merge Tech, and apart from development I have done DSA, and in development I have learned Merge Tech, but uh, like I just keep on like changing with the technologies based on the project requirements. So I have also learned new technologies like in backend Nest.js, in frontend Next.js, and various like ORMs in the database as well, like SQLize, Type ORM, and all of that. Yeah, in databases I have also worked with Postgres, MySQL, MongoDB, and yeah, it depends on the project requirements. So if the project requirements is demanding to learn new technologies, we need to learn. So who had asked this summary? Yeah, so CM, we can just summarize this last problem. So the last problem was asking us to find out the top k frequent elements. That means the words having the most frequency. If two words are having the same frequency, then we need to return the words which is in the lexicographical order. So what we need to do, first we need to take all of the words frequency. So we have taken the frequency. Now after the frequency we need to get a particular order, right? In particular order we need to return the answer. So in this case top k frequent elements. So in this kind of problem we use priority queue. In this case we will be using min heap, and the comparator or I will not say min heap, actually we'll just use a heap. Sorry for that. Yeah, in the entire stream I was just saying min heap. This was not actually a min heap. This is a custom priority key, you can say. So I am extremely sorry for that. That was not min heap. It was just a custom heap, you can say, and custom comparator min heap, whatever. So what we had done, yeah, after that we need to get order of the elements according to the question. So question has said that largest frequency will be coming first. So we have created our custom comparator in which the largest frequency will be coming first. So if the frequency are not equal, so take the largest frequency first, and if the frequency is equal, then take on the basis of lexicographical order. So this is what this custom comparator function is doing, or this operator is doing. So if the frequency is same, then take the lower priority of the second, that is the word, like whatever word is there between A and B, if we are comparing two words. And if the frequency is not same, then take the higher priority basis, on the basis of higher priority of the larger element. So this is what it is doing. This is what our custom comparator is doing. In the end, since we wanted to take the top k frequent elements, so we will create a result, and yeah, before that result we will just push those frequency and words inside our priority queue on basis of sorting that will happen in the basis of comparator function that we have created. So yeah, in the end we'll be just taking one result and taking the top k elements from the priority queue that we have. So we are just taking top k elements and we are just pushing their words inside the result. In the end, whatever the result will be, that will be following whatever the question has said to us, and we will be just returning that result. So yeah, this is what the summary of that particular problem. So Aryan Singh 2021 rating. Yeah, like I have been doing LeetCode since like 3 to 4 years now, so it is not a big deal to have this rating. I don't want to show off, so yeah, maybe just close that. So yeah, we can now just move forward. Got it, bro. Yeah. So now we can just move forward with the next problem, that is number of island. So before that, let me check stream health as well. So yeah, we can now just move forward. Got it, bro. Yeah. So now we can just move forward with the next problem, that is number of island. Before that, yeah, so we can just start. So number of island is the name of the problem. So somebody has suggested in the first, or like I don't know, in some of in first 3 live streams, someone has suggested to take some graph or kind of connected component problem. So I have taken this problem, starting with a very basic problem. So let us read the problem. So given an m cross n 2D binary grid which is named as grid, which represents a map of ones, that is land, and zeros, that is water, we need to return the number of islands. So a very basic explanation till now. An island is surrounded by water, obviously, and it's formed by connecting adjacent lands horizontally or vertically, and you may assume all 4 edges of the grid surrounded by water. So yeah, the question is pretty much straightforward. We have been given some land that is represented by 1, and we have been given water which is represented by 0. Now we need to return all the islands that are present inside this particular grid. Now what is an island? If there are adjacent ones, so they will contribute one island until and unless they are surrounded by water. So if two pieces of land are again surrounded by one, that is land, so it will not be an island until and unless those all set of ones are surrounded by zeros, or there is end of the grid. So in that case, that will be a particular one island. So in total, how many islands are there from the grid, that we need to return. So this is what the problem statement is saying. So let us take this second example, because in this second example we have 3 as the output. So let us take this grid. Yes, so this is the grid. So in this you can see this 1 and so how can I explain this? So let me just take this a little bit side, this is also a little bit side, and this also a little bit, or yeah, rather keep that same. So yeah, you can see these 4 set of 1 is one particular island, because on top there is nothing, so you can assume water. In left there is nothing, so you can assume water. In right we have zeros, and in bottom also we have zeros. So this 4 1 is one set of island, is one particular island. So till now we have one island. What is the other island? You can see this particular single one. So let me just change this again. Yeah, so if you look this particular one, so on top it is surrounded by water, in right it is surrounded by water, in left it is surrounded by water, and in bottom it is also surrounded by water. So till now we have 2 islands. So this single piece of land is also an island. Now if you look at this particular 2 set of 1, so in top it is surrounded by water, in left it is surrounded by water, in right there is nothing, so you can assume that there will be water. This is according to the question, I am not framing it. They have said you may assume all 4 edges of the grid surrounded by water. In the bottom there is nothing, so you can again assume water. So these 2 pieces of land is again we can say it is an island. So we can say we have 3 islands, and we cannot find any other island till now. So our output will be 3, and that's why you can see the output is also given as 3. So this is what basic the question is saying. So which college are you? Which college and year are you in? So I am not in college. I have already completed my college 1.5 year ago. So I am working. I am doing job. I am working as a software engineer, as a full stack developer role for like 1.5 years. And previously, if you talk about college, I was from PDPU or PDEU. It is now formerly PDPU, which is in Gandhinagar. Yeah. So yeah, that's why the output is 3. So how you can solve this particular problem? So if you just look at the particular constraints, the constraints are very low. So whenever the constraints are very low, I always think in terms of finding all the possibilities. To find all possibilities, how, like in this case, how it will be applicable? In this case it will be applicable like whether this piece of land, or like from where we can get a particular group of land. So we will check from each and every place. We can start checking for each and every place whether starting from this point we can get an island or not, whether starting from this place we can get an island or not. Now how, this is not one particular problem. So first problem is like, or the first step is like, try out from each and every place. So try starting from each and every place, or rather to be more precise, each and every land. So try starting from each and every possible land to form an island to form an island. So this is the first step that we need to do. Now the second step is, how do we identify that this particular set is island or not. So this is the second thing. So there are some questions. So Gaurav has asked, bro, I have to learn Java and CPP. What are the best resources? So CPP I have learned from college. So maybe you can watch YouTube tutorials for CPP, or just some like GFG articles or so. Yeah, I'll prefer to learn you learn CPP and Java using some YouTube channel. I have not followed any YouTube channel because there was a course dedicated in my college, so I have just learned from there only. So Tanish has asked, I am learning full stack web development. Can you tell me how should I practice now learning CSS, HTML done? So yeah, after CSS and HTML, I would recommend to start with the JavaScript. This will be the core foundation for each and everything that you will be learning forward. So first focus on JavaScript. Then if you are following for the MERN stack, then learn React.js, and then particularly like Node and Express and all of that. Database you can take MERN, SQL, like Mongo, SQL, anything. So yeah, first have a strong foundation in JavaScript, and then focus on the front end development in React.js and backend development in Node.js. And if you still want to go further, the current latest trend is following in backend it is following Nest.js, and in front end it is following Next.js. So Next.js is built on top of React.js only. So for that you need to first learn React, and Nest.js is built on top of Express.js only. So for that also you need to first cover the basics of Express.js. So this is what you can do. So Gaurav, any good teachers for CPP? Like I don't know, like you can, if like I haven't seen any YouTube channel for CPP and all of that for a particular programming language, but yeah, any channel will be good in this case, because C++ is just a language. So like you can take any of the YouTube channel. So yeah, so the first step was to start from each and every land and try to find whether we can create an island or not. And the second step will be how to check whether we can form an island or not. So how to check whether we can form an island or not. So in this case it is simple. They have said that you can go vertically or horizontally. So you can either go up, you can go down, you can go right, you can go left. So these are the four possible directions. So whenever you have land, use DFS and search for land in all four directions. So this is what we'll be doing. So there is chat, thanks for the information. And for practice, should I clone like Netflix or Amazon or what? Yeah, clone websites are best way to learn. I also prefer to learn via making projects, and especially clones, because in clone you already have idea what you need to build. So that process of thinking what I'll build, how I'll build, that is reduced a bit. So you can take clones as well for your projects. Yeah. So Gaurav, I don't so Gaurav is asking, I don't know where to learn from there, and there are many, but I don't want to confuse myself. uh, yeah, so Aryan Singh has recommended for Love Babbar. So yeah, so you can go for Love Babbar, Gaurav. Aryan Singh has recommended, so yeah, he might have gone through that. Personally, I haven't seen any YouTube videos related to CPP, so that's why I can't suggest any, because there was my college course, so I have just learned CPP from my college course only. So yeah, this will be the flow. So first we will be trying out from each and every land. So for example, we will start from this particular land and we will see whether we can form an island or not. So if we can form an island, we will increment our answer. And obviously if we are getting a land, that means obviously there will be at least there will be an island formed, that is for sure, because either it will be surrounded by ones or it will be surrounded by zeros. So obviously if we find a 1 in grid, that means one island can surely be formed. Then we will do DFS, so we'll be able to find this group of land. Then we'll mark all of these visited, because we don't want to visit them again and again, it will increase our time complexity. Then we will not go to any zeros, then we will go to here one. So here one we will again say that okay, for this particular one we will surely have one particular island. Now which all ones it will cover, so again we will do DFS and mark those connected ones to be visited, so that while trying each and every one, so that we do not count those ones which are already connected to this particular one or any particular one that we have already counted as an island. So same that we will be doing from here. So you'll be able to understand in more better way in the help of with the help of code. So I'll just write the code now. So love bubber, okay, yeah, so they are suggesting love bubber, so you can go for love bubber. So prodigy engineer by destination है. So prodigy engineer, I didn't understand what you are asking related to this problem, like I didn't understand. So maybe just we can just start with the code. So first step is about trying for each and every particular land. So first we can declare n and m integers. So m will be the number of rows, so grid dot size, and n will be what, number of columns, so grid of 0 dot size. So yeah, these are the variables. Now what we need to do, we need to iterate and try to take each and every land and try to connect all the lands together to form an island. So we'll iterate on each and every one. So int I, where I is less than m, I plus plus. For int j equal to 0, j is less than n, j plus plus. Now what we need to do, if we find any one, so if grid of I comma j is equal to 1, that means for sure if there is only a single one only, also still we'll be able to find one island at least. So we will increment our answer. So I'll just declare one variable answer, int answer, which will be initially 0. So this answer is nothing but the number of islands. Also we are missing one thing. We need to make sure if we are covering a particular one, that should not be visited. So for let's say we are starting from this particular one. So for this particular one, let's say we have covered all the 4 ones that are connected to it. Now in the second iteration we will cover this one again. So it is wrong. We don't want to cover this again, because this island, this particular land was already a part of another island. So we do not need to count that again. So what we will do, we will create a visited matrix as well. So vector of let's say int visited, which will be of size m cross n, obviously vector of int n comma everything will be marked initially to 0. And what we can do, we can write one more condition, if not visited of I comma j. So if there is a land which is not visited, then we can surely say that okay, there will be one possible answer, that single one in itself will be one possible island. And what if there are more ones connected to it? So in order to make them connected or make them visited, we will call a DFS function, which will make sure that all of the connected ones are actually connected and we mark them visited, so that we don't count those lands as separate islands separately when we are doing iteration here. So this is what we are doing. So yeah, we can just now write the DFS function. So inside the DFS we'll be passing grid, we'll be passing m, we'll be passing n, we'll be passing this I, we'll be passing this j, we'll be passing this visited. So is there anything else? No. Yeah, so we can just now write the DFS. So in DFS we'll be returning nothing, we'll be just making sure that we mark all the lands to be visited. So we'll be returning nothing, we'll be just doing a void thing. Return type will be void. So DFS, and in then DFS first take this vector of character, and then it will be integer m, integer n, integer I, integer j, and visited. So for visited, let me just copy the same thing, and here it will be end. Yeah, so there are some chat. What would you suggest if DSA using Python? So Preetham, like I won't suggest to do DSA in Python, because there are, I would prefer to do DSA in either C++ or Java, because there are many companies who won't allow who won't actually allow to code in Python, because Python is an open source. There are many more libraries, so a lot of logical thinking is already been covered if you directly use those libraries. So I would prefer you to go for either C++ or Java. So Aditya, बाई DSA पे स्ट्रॉन्ग होल्ड करने से प्लेसमेंट मिल सकता है अमेज़ॉन गूगल में वहीं पहुंचते. या with good DSA you can crack companies like Amazon, Google, and all of that. Raju is saying explain DFS briefly. Yeah, sure, I'll just sum it up in very shortly. And yeah, before starting on to the next problem, I'll just take your questions if you have any questions. So Mohit, vector spelling in 11th line. So vector. Oh yeah, thank you Mohit for pointing it out. Yeah, I think it is fine now. So first we'll check all the base cases, or the edge cases you can say. So if we are going out of bounds, so if I is greater than equal to m, or if j is greater than equal to n, or if that particular I comma j is already visited, or this grid of I comma j is equal to 0. So in all of the cases we don't need to do anything, so simply return from here. Otherwise, what will be the case? The only remaining case will be we are inside the grid and the grid value is 1, which is not visited. So we need to make sure we visit that particular element, and we mark that particular element or I comma j coordinate to be visited, and just do the DFS in all 4 directions. DFS. So grid will be there, grid, then m will be there, n will be there, I comma j comma visited. So I can just copy all of these things and just play with the I and j. So 1 will be I plus 1 comma j, 1 will be I minus 1 comma j, 1 will be I comma j plus 1, 1 will be I comma j minus 1. So in the end we need to return the answer as well. So yeah, return answer. So I hope this particular thing works. So let us run on example test case. Runtime error. Where is the runtime error? So might be I have done something related to indexing wrong. So we need to take case separately. We can write it here also. If I is greater than equal to m, or j is greater than equal to n, we can just return, and then we can check this particular thing. Now it will be inside the bounds, so I think it was giving error because of this. because let's say if I is also greater than equal to m and j is also greater than equal to n, and we are checking this visited and grid condition, so it will obviously be out of bounds. So that's why it was giving us the error, runtime error, I think. So let me just check side by side along the stream as well. Oh, again it is giving us the runtime error. Oh, so yeah, we haven't checked that condition as well. Less than 0 1. So I is less than 0 or j is less than 0. Yeah, now it will work fine if visited or yeah, it should now work fine. Yeah, it now got accepted on test cases. Now let us submit and hope it gets accepted. Uh, so yeah, it got accepted. Now before moving on to the last problem, that is the hard DP problem, we can just discuss in the chat. So अनामित्र रॉय, भाई मेरा प्लेसमेंट अक्टूबर से है, अभी मैं एरिस पे हूँ, हो जाएगा क्या अक्टूबर? सो करेंटली इट इज़ जुलाई. Like if you cover sliding window, binary search and basics, yeah, you will be able to like do it. Like it is very short time, but I won't say it will not be possible. You can do it if you want. So वत्सल प्रोडिजी ने हर जगह मीटअप हो जाता है. Okay, there is some internal conversation going. So Tanish, bro, by the way, I am new in development. Should I need to do DSA, and if yes, in which language? Yeah, DSA is a good thing because it will not just in terms of interviews and placements, but also in terms of logical thinking and abilities of problem solving as well. So yeah, you should do DSA, and if you want to know in which language, I would recommend to choose either C++ or Java. So yeah, for the next like 10 minutes or so, we can just do the chat. We can just communicate via chat, and then we'll be solving the last hard DSA problem or DP problem. Bro, where are you from? I am actually from Rajasthan, Jodhpur, but currently I am doing a job. I am working in some company, so I am currently in Ahmedabad. So let me check stream as well whether it is running fine. So thanks for helping. Good night. Yeah, Tanish, good night. Akhil, bro, I know only DSA, but I want to be SD. What should I do? If you only know DSA, yeah, you can get a good product based company. You should just keep applying. That's what I will say. So manipulations, okay, cycle, bro, which company? I'm working in Hyperlink Info System currently. So आदित्य गुप्ता, मैंने सुना है डेवलपमेंट करने के बाद, डीएसए करने के बाद, फुल स्टैक करने के बाद भी प्लेसमेंट नहीं लग रही. It is not like that. If you have done everything correctly, you will surely get it. That is no doubt. I am in third year. Okay. Yeah, still Akhil, if you are in third year, with the help of DSO also you can get a good placement. Yeah, you can do a little bit of development and good side projects. Yeah, it is still possible. It is easily possible. If you have already done DSA, there is nothing much left. So temp user, if you are from India then I can't speak Hindi, or प्रोजेक्ट्स कितने बनने चाहिए जॉब से पहले? थ्री थ्री गुड प्रोजेक्ट्स will be enough if you are doing internship, and if you are not doing internship, so four good projects will be enough. So temp user, if I am speaking in English, it is fine. Like even if everyone is watching from India, so in India also English is acceptable. People know English, so there is no problem in if I am speaking in English. This will also improve my communication skill, and it will also give me also confidence if I am speaking in English. And if you don't want to listen in English, I am not forcing you to listen it. You can go from the stream. I have no problem. Even if there will be only one person watching, I'll be still doing this stream with the same amount of dedication that I'm doing, because I love doing DSA, so I'll do it even if one person is also watching. And if you don't want to watch this stream, nobody is forcing you, but the way you speak, it is not acceptable, so you can just go if you want. So Aryan Reddy, bro, I just finished learning from most tutorial of Python. Now I know little bit arrays. How I actually start LeetCode? Yeah. So yeah, like personally, I haven't done Python. I don't know the Python programming language much. Just the basics I know. And related to DSA, I would suggest to go either in C++ or Java, because Python generally, I have listened from my seniors as well that it wasn't acceptable in placements and all of that. So yeah. सो आदित्य, अभी सिर्फ ड्राइवर की सीट करके थर्ड ईयर तक इंटर्नशिप लग सकती है, मैं करंटली सेकंड ईयर में आऊँगा. या सो यू कैन गो फॉरवर्ड विद दैट आदित्य. तो अखिल, आई एम फ्रॉम IIT Roorkee Civil. I am not able to focus on studies even if intern season is going on. Can like you are from IIT, so like I don't think I am in any position to suggest you. You are already like at top level. You are already like knowing more things than me. But if you are still asking, like if you are not able to focus, you just try to keep small targets initially, maybe like just solving one problem a day, or yeah, that would be enough. Yeah, temp user, I understand your thing, but I'm personally doing this in this stream in English because I also want to improve my confidence in English. So my focus is not to like get more and more users. Yeah, it is good if people are watching my stream, but yeah, uh, yeah, like it's my personal choice in English, so I don't have anything to say. So Aditya Gupta, आपकी dream job? Yeah, like any big company. Yeah, there is no specific one. I am trying for each and everything. So yeah, maybe like I can just move on to the last problem, that is the hard DP problem for the day, and maybe after that 10 to 15 minutes we will be discussing in the chat, and after that we'll be done with the stream. So what was the DP problem? Hard DP problem. So Siddharth, hello Siddharth. Please get me started with DSA. So first of all, you can choose any language between C++ and Java. If you are choosing C++, first learn C++ STL. If you are choosing Java, then learn Java collection frameworks. And yeah, after that, start from basics: arrays, string, basic question, if else condition, simulation base, implementation base, and all of that. And then move towards the pattern wise DSA problems, and move towards the medium problems. Yeah, this could be the thing. So temp user got a keep you. No, I didn't feel bad, it's okay. Siddharth, I am doing in Python. Like Siddharth, as far as I know, like there are many people who have also said to me that in interviews Python is not recommended. So I would suggest the same. You should either choose C++ or Java. By 12 बोर्ड में. So Zoro Dada, whatever your username is, I don't know about BSc thing, so I can't suggest on that. So J Murfeda, how to learn Java and Spring Boot at shortest time possible? Can you suggest any good resource? So I haven't done Java Spring Boot. I am a Mern Stack developer. I am working as a full stack in Mern Stack. So I don't have any idea about the Spring Boot thing, Java Spring Boot. So Om Chiddarbar, yeah, hello Om. So now I think we can just choose one hard problem. Maybe this one. Any suggestion for hackathon? I haven't participated in much hackathons. Online hackathons, like there was a single team member and kind of thing. I have participated where we need to submit projects, but I haven't won anything yet, so I can't give a good advice on that. Which sheet should I follow, sir? Any good for beginners who are starting out? Yeah, there are many sheets in the market, but since you are asking me, so I also have my own sheet. So obviously I'll be promoting mine. So this is my platform. So there you can give your LeetCode free profile review. You can give your LeetCode profile for free. I'll review it for free and give you a detailed PDF analysis of what should be the next step, what should be the learning roadmap, what you are doing right and what you are doing wrong, and all of that. And regarding DSA sheet, I have created my own DSA sheet with 278 problems, 15 topics, and covering 72 different patterns that are there in DSA. So if you look at string, you can see these patterns. First is the fundamental, then prefix some kind of pattern, then cadence algorithm. So if you see in a particular pattern, there are 3 problems. So these all 3 will have a similar logic. So on basis of this, this sheet is created. So I would I would recommend my sheet, yeah. But if you want to know some other sheet, you can try it, find it out in the market as well. There are many sheet. Uh, yeah, you can go with any one of that. I have written some blogs as well, in which I have given a cheat sheet, a blueprint, roadmap kind of thing. So you can watch that also. These are my blogs that I write. So I hope you find this website helpful. This is free of cost, no sign in required. If you want to keep track of your progress, then only you need to sign in, otherwise there is no forceful sign in. Aryan Singh, good night. Yeah, good night Aryan Singh. Mayank, yeah, hello Mayank. Yeah, maybe we should just start with the this particular problem because uh, otherwise it will be too late for me also, because tomorrow morning I also need to go to office as well. So yeah, we can just quickly, or not quickly, yeah, we can just understand this problem, and then in the last 10 to 15 minutes we can discuss in the chat. So the problem name is longest increasing path in matrix. So you are given m cross n integer matrix. We need to return the length of the longest increasing path in the matrix. Now from each cell you can either move in four directions, like left, right, up and down. You may not move diagonally or outside the boundary. So obviously you can't move diagonally, or you can't go outside the boundary, or outside the grid, or outside the matrix. So there is some chat. Om, what do you think, sir? Will there be rise in DS? Will there be rise in DSA question requirement? Like there are already lot of problems coming, like LeetCode also. Like if there are contests happening, every three problems are added. Code forces is there. So yeah, variations can be made in many ways. So, but the basic pattern things remain same, and the problem solving abilities what dependent on you. So it doesn't matter if problem count rises also. So Mayank, what is your website name? So Mayank, my website name is coming in the left sidebar, which is by codetips.site. So if you don't see it, yeah, this is my website, codetips.site. It will be coming in the left sidebar also. So goat sheet by. Thank you, Krish bhai. Thank you. Means a lot. Uh, Jam Jamed Urfi. Yeah, doing DSA in which language? I am doing in C++. Oh, okay. Sorry, Indrajit. You have tagged. Okay, yeah. Sorry, you are asking someone else. Okay, Indrajit Krishna bhai. सर आपने DSA skills कैसे build करी थी, like what resources did? So Siddharth, I have like didn't follow any structured path. I have done everything from like trial and errors from scratch basically. So I just open LeetCode, solve easy problems. If I stuck anywhere, I saw editorials. If something new concept in their editorial, so I read those concepts separately via article or YouTube. I didn't follow any structured learning path, so I just did everything on basis of trial and error. Companies need Java, but people do DSA. Why is it easy in CPP? No, it is not easy in CPP. Like it is your choice. You can also do like DSA in Java as well. It is also recommended highly. It is not like people only use CPP. In India, it is like that people use CPP. But if you go outside India, there are many people who are doing it in majority in Java only. It is in India, I think, why it is happening. The people are doing in CPP. So yeah, we can just move forward with the question. So question is pretty straightforward. So longest path we need to find in the matrix. So again, we can't think in terms of greedy approach, because obviously what greedy approach will you do? Even if you try to take the next element as larger elements, you don't know, from some other parts you will be getting a longer path. So you can't decide from a greedy way that will I get a longest increasing path or not. So this is a simple scenario that we need to we need to explore all possible paths. So is it feasible to do recursion? Because if we need to find all possible paths, we need to do recursion. So let us see the constraints. So m and n is 200. So if we find all four directions, all four paths, it will give us TLE. So obviously this gives us the hint of DP. So do recursion, memorize that. That is what DP says. So now we'll discuss how states of DP will be there, what will be the transitions of the DP. So let us see the chat first. So Mohan Raj, hello bro, I attended a OA interview in one of the company in HackerEarth where I can create a separate function outside we are restricted right only within function they given. So yeah, sir, if I'm doing in Python, what are the issues with Siddharth? Yeah, there is no problem actually, but I am just saying what I have also listened from many other people, like what people have advised me. Uh, if I like when I was in the first year, it was also recommended for me. Like there was a buzz like use only C++ or Java. So that's why that is the same information that I am passing on. Whether like LeetCode, why LeetCode is doing in Python, there are many programmers who do DSA in Python, but they do DSA in Python. This is my like thinking, what I came to know, because they do in Python because they are already well placed, well settled in company. So now they don't need to care about C++ or Java. They already have a lot of knowledge. So now they look for the comfortable thing, for shorter code, for built-in libraries, open source kind of thing. So that's why they switch on to Python. So if you get a like very good company like Google and all of that, so you can also switch to Python, and that time it won't matter most. So maybe that is the reason like LeetCode uses Python, maybe. So Aman, question number 56. Yeah, so like maybe question 56 we can do it in the next stream, because there were already questions that were given by people in the previous live stream. So that's what I have chosen in today's live stream. So yeah, maybe in next live stream we will be taking question number 56. So So Mohan, if recursive is needed, how we can tackle that? Yeah, LeetCode format is also based on that only. We need to write a particular function, and if you need to write a recursive function, you can write a function here, solve. Let's say the function is solve, and you can just call that solve function. So you can do it like that. There are no issues. So Om is asking, sir, what do you think about cyber security? Also, sir, are you working or studying? So Om, I am currently working as a full stack developer, a software engineer. I have a working of 1.5 year experience. I have completed my studies. And about cyber security, it is a like growing thing, but I don't know whether it is whether they will recruit for freshers or not. Regarding cyber security, I don't have much idea. Now we can just follow this particular questions. So we need to explore all possible paths, right? So how will we explore all possible paths? Obviously by traversing in row or column. So two things are changing. So in DP there is a written rule that number of changing parameters is equal to the states of DP. So if there are two changing parameters, so you will create a 2D DP. If there are three changing parameters, you will create a 3D DP. So this is how it works. Now here what are the changing parameters? Obviously I and j pointer by which we'll be traversing. So let us say we first created 2D DP. So given an m cross n, so m is what? M will be matrix dot size, and m is matrix of 0 dot size. Now we need to explore all paths. So it is not like that we have been provided a start and destination, and within that only we need to find the longest increasing path. No, we can start from any particular cell in the matrix, and we can end up at any particular cell in the matrix. So we need to start from each and every particular cell. So what we can do, we can run a loop. Int I equal to 0, int I is less than m, int I plus plus. For int j equal to 0, j is less than n, j plus plus. So by this we'll be taking each and every starting point, and from that starting point we'll be finding the longest increasing path. So this is what we'll be doing. So let's say we declare a variable integer answer, which is initially 0, and this will be the longest increasing path, let's say. So we'll be calling a solve function which will give us the longest increasing path if we start from this I comma j. Now this answer will be updated if this solve function gave us the correct greater answer or not. So answer will be equal to maximum of what? Answer comma this solve, whatever this solve returns. So yeah, this is what we'll be doing. We may change things after we write the solve function, but yeah, this is the basic idea till now. So let me check the stream as well side by side. Or yeah, let us just forget about this right now. Let me just check it from here. So yeah, stream is running excellent. Yeah. So there is a chat. Aman, question number 56. Yeah, question number 56 we can take in the tomorrow's live stream. For now, we can just focus on this. So in solve function, what will pass? Will pass matrix, will pass I comma j and nm. So matrix will pass m, will pass n, will pass I and will pass j. Also we need to pass one more thing, that is the previous variable, because we need to find the longest increasing path. So if we are at current I comma j, we need to check what was the previous element, then only we'll be able to know whether we have the increasing path or not. So we need to keep track of the previous element also. So if you can see the constraints, the least element inside the matrix is 0. So we can take a negative element, so that for initial element we can compare it with the previous element. So initially we can take -1 or any negative element you want. So this is how we'll proceed. So Mohan is saying, if recursive in how can I tackle? Yeah, I have already answered that, or you can see in this particular problem as well how we are tackling the recursive function thing. So what I was saying, yeah, so we can just write this solve function now, and we need to also create a dp. Yeah, so vector 2d dp will be created because two changing parameters are there. So vector of int dp, and what it will be there, m cross n. So vector of int n comma -1, and we can pass this dp as well here, dp. So we can just write this recursive function now. So it will give us the longest increasing path length. So int solve, it will take this particular matrix first, then it will take m and n. So integer m, integer n, integer I, integer j, and then previous integer previous, and vector of int dp. Yeah, so we can just pass by reference. So what will be the base case? So base case will be like whether we have gone out of the bounds or not. So if I becomes because we are going in all four directions, so we need to check all the possible scenarios, whether I goes less than 0, or j goes less than 0, or I goes greater than equal to m, or j goes greater than equal to n. Or there can be also possible scenario where or yeah, we can just check this case separately. For now we can just return 0, because if we go out of bound, this particular cell won't contribute to our length, so we'll be returning 0. So 0 length was contributed in this answer. Other base case can be like the current element is not greater than the previous element. So matrix of I comma j, so we want this to be greater, but this was less than equal to our previous. So in this case also we will be returning 0. Now what is the other case? Other case is that we just need to find out in all possible direction, but before that we need to find out the overlapping sub problems. So we'll discuss this thing, we'll summarize this code again in detail, but yeah, for now let us just understand this thing. So if dp of I comma j is not -1, that means we have already solved this sub problem before. So just give us the answer. So just give us the dp of I comma j, and then what we can do, we can explore all the paths. So left will be there, right will be there, down will be there, and up will be there. So left will be calling the solve function, and we can pass like matrix, then m I or I j, and what was there, previous. Now previous will be what, the current element will now become previous for the next one. So matrix of I comma j, and here it will be what, here it will be dp. So same thing we can copy and paste here also. We just need to change the variable signs like I plus and all of that. Yeah, so while going left we'll be traversing in the columns, so we'll be changing the j variable by -1. While traversing right, again we are traversing the column, so we'll doing j plus 1. In going down we are traversing row downwards, so it will increment by 1, so we'll do I plus 1, and the remaining is the I minus 1 while going up. So if we are not missing anything, yeah, so whatever direction we get the maximum length of the path, so from that what we need to do, we need to return, we need to take that. So whatever gives us the maximum, so maximum of left comma right, RIGHT, up and down. Wait, there is one more base case that I haven't taken, but I will take it shortly. I know what I am missing something, but yeah, I'll take it shortly. For some reason I have not taken this right now, but I'll show you what is there. So whatever gives you the maximum path, take that and do +1 to that, because this current cell will also contribute to your answer, right? So +1 to that. So and also store it in the dp table. So what we are doing, the base case, the out of bound thing, again this condition, if the path is not increasing, return 0, and the overlapping sub problem thing, and then find explore possibility in all the 4 direction by left, right, down and up. So and then store it in your answer. So 1 plus, yeah, so this was the extra thing that I was talking about that I haven't taken care of. So maximum of whatever direction gives you, so maybe left, by going left you get the longest increasing path as 4, for right you get the maximum path as 5, for down you get 2, for up you get 1. So among that, right is giving you the maximum answer, maximum longest increasing path, that is of length 5. So we will take 5, but this current cell, that also you need to contribute, right? So for that we need to do that +1. So this is what I was saying that I haven't taken care of. So +1 you need to do that. So yeah, I think this is it, and I think this will give us the answer. So in the end we can just return the answer. So I hope it gives us the correct answer. So what is missing here? Matrix. Okay, so I haven't named the variable correctly. Matrix, matrix, matrix and matrix. Now let's see. So yeah, it gives us accepted in the example test cases. Now let us try to submit that. Yeah, it got accepted. So now I'll just summarize everything, how it is happening, and how everything is done. So let me just full screen it. So what the question wants us to do, that we need to find all possible paths, we need to explore all paths. So to explore all paths we use recursion, but according to the constraints, if we use recursion it will give us TLE. So that means we will use recursion, but we will memoize the answer, so that if overlapping sub problem occurs, so let's say from a particular point I have already got the answer by some iteration. Now if I come at that point again, will I calculate the same answer again? No, I will not compute that same answer again. So that is called overlapping sub problems. So that is what DP memoization do. So in order to do that, we memoize that. So whenever first time we calculate any answer, we store it in a memory. Here memory is what? The DP table, the DP of I comma j. Now how do we decide this DP of I comma j? DP of I comma j or the DP table is decided by number of changing parameters. So whatever things that are changing, whatever parameters that are changing, that will be equal to the number of states in the DP. So in this case, what things are changing continuously in each and every step, you see I is changing and j is changing. So in transition you can see I and j variables are changing. So I and j, two variables are changing, so number of changing parameters are 2. So if there are two changing parameters, that means what we need to do, we need to create a 2D DP. So that's why you can see we have created a 2D DP. Now it is not given in the question that we need to start from a particular point and we need to end at a particular point. No, we can start from any point and we can end up at any point. So from any cell to any cell, we can get any possible path. So we need to explore all paths. So we'll be starting from each and every cell and we do the recursion, and or indirectly you can say DP. So from each and every cell we try to find out the maximum possible path that we can get, the maximum possible length path that we can get. So whatever that gives us, we will compare it with the current maximum that we have. So if this current maximum is lesser than what the recursion is giving, we will update our answer and we will return that. Now what is happening inside that recursive function? This recursive function is nothing but it is just calculating the longest increasing path for the current scenario, the current starting point. So first we write the base case. So base case is what? If we go out of bounds, return 0. That means there will be no contribution to the length. So that's why we are returning 0. The other base case can be like if the current element is actually lesser than the previous element. So that means this path is not increasing. So this particular cell will not contribute to our answer. So what will be the contribution in the length? 0 contribution in the length. So return 0. Now there are 4 possible paths in which we can explore. Either we can go right, left, up or down. So explore all the possible paths. Now in order to explore all the possible paths, we need to make sure that if the overlapping sub-problem occurs, we already store our answer. So whatever maximum answer that you give from all the possible paths, take that and contribute your current cell to your answer as well, and store it inside your memory. Memory means DP table. And if that overlapping sub problem occurs again, so how do we know that overlapping sub problem has occurred? So we have initialized everything with -1 and we are storing at each and every step inside something in our DP table. So if something is not -1, that means this problem was already solved before. So if that problem is already solved before, then we don't need to do the recursion again. So simply return whatever the answer that we have found out initially. So this is what basically we are doing. So I hope you all understand this particular problem. So now we can just take our questions in the chat. Now we can just do normal discussion. We have completed our all 4 problems. And I hope you understand my explanation. You can tell me whether you liked my explanation or not, or there are some chance of me improvement or not. So Sloggers is saying, is this grid problem? Yeah, it is a grid problem, DP on grids. So is this problem have more optimized approach? Yeah, it has more optimized approach. You can do tabulation and space optimization as well. But I won't go in much detail, but because I want to keep this as beginner friendly as possible. And when it comes to tabulation, it becomes like what you can say, a lot more kind of difficult to understand. So I just wanted to keep it till memoization part, because memoization is a lot more easier to understand. So yeah, it is open chat now. Anybody can ask anything for the next 15 minutes and then we will just end the stream. So I hope you enjoyed this live stream, today's live stream. You can tell me like if there is something that I need to improve upon or not. Yeah, you can freely discuss in the chat. So if there are no questions, we can just end the live stream now. So if there are no questions, we can just end the live stream now. Yeah. So someone has asked, I have OA for JPMC. What type of questions can I ask? Yeah, I have also given OA for JPMC. You can expect a very like basic problems. There was in my case there wasn't any hard problems came. As far as I remember, there will be two problems. The first problem was like basic sorting kind of thing. If you just sort, you can directly get the answer. It was kind of that problem. And the second problem was a simulation problem. So like they gave you a real world analogy and you just need to simulate that. That was actually a very big task, actually not a simple thing, but yeah, it was logically there was nothing much, it was just simulation. So you can expect around like max to max medium problems of LeetCode, not more than that as far as I know. Is LeetCode enough or we need to we have to do CP? Yeah, if you are just yeah, for interviews purpose, lead code is enough. Yeah, lead code is enough. Just make sure you give context as well, so that you can feel that time bound environment around you. Good explanation, but I'm just starting DP after finishing graphs. How much of DP should I learn for interviews and coding tests? uh, for DP there are few patterns like 1D DP, 2D DP, like DP on grids and all of that, LIS, LCS. Yeah, so you can learn these important topics. You will be good to go. For Jake, I think Jake is the one. So Som Kumar has asked, bro, how can I get good at DSA? Yeah, like first choose a programming language, C++ or Java, and then like start with the fundamentals, normal simulation, if else implementation based problems, and then move towards structured learning, choose topic wise problems, solve medium problems, and then move towards the hard, side by side give contests. Yeah, these are the all basic things that you need to keep in mind, and the most important thing is the consistency. At least try to solve 2 to 3 problems initially daily, and when you reach at a stage where you only need to solve hard problems, then try to solve at least one hard problem daily. Is driver sheet also enough? Yeah, like I haven't done driver sheet, but yeah, like it is recommended by most of the people, so yeah, it will be good enough. So maybe at 1:15 we can just end the stream, because I also need to go to office tomorrow, so I also need to sleep. Which interview of company you faced was easiest? I think JPMC was the one that I found was the easiest, as far as I have given. I won't name what all companies I have given, but yeah, JPMC was the easiest that I have given so far. Kunal is asking, is DSA needed for data analytics? I don't think so. DSA is needed for data analytics. I don't have much knowledge of data analytics, but I don't think so. Kido Kid is asking, how long does it take to master DSA and how long did it take for you? Uh, to master DSA, like it like depends on person to person. Actually, the mastery is not in certain amount of time. You just keep on going and going and learn new things. uh, I didn't master DSA, I won't say that. I am also learning till now. But if you ask me how much time I'm doing DSA, I would say like from my second year of college I have started DSA, and it's been 4 years I am doing DSA. So yeah, should I learn that for college data science interviews? If the company's requirement is like strong problem solving skills, then for data analytics and data science interviews you might need DSA as well, Kunal. So what about app development? Yeah, app development is also in boom. uh, you can try out that. Bro, DSA in TypeScript chalega? No, like DSA I would recommend to do in C++ or Java. DSA in TypeScript or JavaScript is not recommendable. Is not recommended. Naman Khandelwal, how to be consistent? So yeah, just try to focus on daily basis instead of trying to set long term targets like I'll be consistent for next 1 month, 2 months. Don't do like that. I'll be consistent today. I'll be solving today. I'll be solving tomorrow. Yeah, just like that. Just clear for just have clarity for what you are going to do today. That's it. And just do this practice for daily basis. Mohit is asking, bro, where are you working currently, in which company? So Mohit, I am currently working in Hyperlink Infosystem, which is in Ahmedabad. So Sloggers is asking, I have also given Atlassian OA, but their questions were undoable and were DP plus 3 were in like CPI. Yeah, there are many companies that ask very hard DSA problems. Yeah, it is the case, Sloggers. It is the case. ब्रो मेरा कंप्लीट टेक स्टैक ही JS एंड TS के अराउंड है. या लाइक इन टर्म्स ऑफ डेवलपमेंट माई टेक स्टैक इज़ ऑल्सो अराउंड JS ओनली, लाइक Node.js, React.js. I am doing in Nest.js, so TypeScript is also there. But yeah, if you want to like focus for product based companies ask DSA, and DSA is recommended in C++ and Java only, as far as I know. So Sayantan is asking, hello, I am taking admission in an NIT CSE this year. I was a second dropper and I cracked JEE and still have few more days before, so I am doing DSA from but sudo. Yeah, first of all, congratulations on getting NIT CSE. Congratulations for you. Congratulations to you. Yeah, like you can go with this striver sheet. Yeah, it will be a good starting point for you. So Kunal, yeah, thanks for the info, brother. Just randomly first time watching your streams and found your experience in DSA. So ask my question. Yeah, you can ask me. Yeah, thank you for coming to the stream. Enjoyed talking to you too as well. I am doing an internship and I had to learn GS. Yeah, GS is the fundamentals if you talk about the full stack development, because if you talk about front end it is React.js, Next.js. If you talk about back end it is Node.js, Express.js, Nest.js. Everything revolves around JS only. So yeah, JS is the must do thing. Sayandan, code is kind of tough for me. I don't know C++ either. What should I do? I am stuck at the first problem of LeetCode. Yeah, it happens with everyone. Like I can show you my heat map. I have the same scenario. I have started DSA in 2021, I think. So I have also saw the first problem. I couldn't solve it and I left it. I can just show you my 2022. Yeah, see, you can see it happens with everyone. It is normal. But how you think after that, how you approach after that, that is the thing that matters the most. So it happens with everyone. Yeah, Sayantan, don't get demotivated by that. Even if you don't know how to code, I was in the same scenario as you are currently. I can completely relate to you. But yeah, just be confident on yourself, and if you want to do it, like you'll be able to do it in somehow or the other way. So Garima, I am going to Ahmedabad to join PDPU CS. Is it good? Yeah, CS is a good branch in PDPU. I was from ICT, PDU. So yeah, placements are also decent enough in PDU. So yeah, so if you are asking, it is good. Is it good? Yeah, it is good, Garima. So thank you for sharing information, new subscriber. Yeah, welcome. Thank you for subscribing, means a lot. So स्लॉगर्स भैया कोई ओए के लिए टिप्स दो, या आईटी कंपनीज बहुत अच्छी आ रही है बट अच्छे नहीं जा रहे ओए. जोमेटो का है. I have given OAs of few companies, but in I have given for off campus only, not for on campus. So I haven't encountered so many OAs. So for these many big companies, so I can't give really advice. But the only related to OAs. But if you ask me for preparation, I would just say like prepare for these main topics like binary search, DP, graphs, and let's say the hardest thing possible could be like segment trees. So mood maker, how to be master like you. So I am not a master. I don't know, people say like I am master. No, I don't think I am master. I am just practicing, learning new things every day. uh, if you want to practice like me, just focus on one problem a day, and yeah, just be consistent daily. You'll be good enough. So Naman is asking, how do you manage job and DSA both? So I like I love doing DSA, so I just make some time for solving DSA problems, and yeah, I love to connect with people and say how do I approach my DSA problem. So I like to share my DSA approach as well. So yeah, I love doing this. That's why I am just able to find out time for this. So Sayantan, thank you so much, Bhaiya. Yeah, welcome. Sure, anytime, brother. So Garima, wow, such a coincidence. It's my first time here and found that you are from PDU as well. Wow. Yeah, like I'm not currently in ICT. I have completed my college. It's been 1.5 years, Garima. I was 2025 pass out from ICT. I am currently doing a job. Anime is asking, भैया आप किस ईयर में हो? Anime, I have already completed my college and I am currently doing job, and I have a total experience in job in full stack development role as 1.5 years. So Slogger, what your package, can you give a range? How much? What your package can you? How much iPhone? I didn't understand. Yeah, package is currently the basic starting only. Like I don't want to reveal these things. Maybe you understand these things. These are some like personal things I don't want to share. I hope you understand these things. Anyway, I just want to keep these things private. So yeah, I'm sorry, I don't want to reveal these things. I hope you understand. Tiyash, yeah, hi Tiyash. You are such a great DSA solver. Why don't you give MNC company tests like Google? Yeah, I'm trying my best from my side. Hopefully, like someday it will happen. And thank you for acknowledging my DSA skills. It means a lot. It motivates me a lot. Thank you. It gives me more confidence. The mood maker. How much opportunity in the role of business analysis? Sorry, I don't have any idea of business analysis, so I can't tell on that. So yeah, maybe like 5 more minutes and I'll just end the stream because I also need to go to office tomorrow morning. So yeah, I also need to sleep now. So maybe like for next 5 minutes we can just stream, and like maybe 1:20 I'll just end the stream. So Slogger is asking, can you review my resume if I share you on? Yeah, yeah, you can share me on LinkedIn. I'll review your resume. No problem. So brave user, should I focus on code forces or lead code during initial years of college? So this was the doubt with me also, brave user, whatever your username is. So what I did was, like, I initially in the first year of college did few like up till 1200 rated problems I solved in code forces. So I think at that point it built me a very good like problem solving abilities, because code forces have a very like mathematical or like constructive algorithm kinds of problems which opens your mind. So I did that, and then after that I move on to LeetCode. So when I moved on to LeetCode, it basically felt very easy for me. So like, even with zero LeetCode problems solved, like I haven't done very much on code forces also. So when I gave my first contest, I was easily able to solve like two problems in each and every contest. So I think the code forces difficulty level helped me at that time. So I would recommend, if you want to do code forces you can do, but after that I was just stuck to LeetCode. So I didn't open code forces after that. W stream, uh, I didn't understand what this W stream means. Thanks Bhaiya for your tips, and good night. By the way, next stream in which date? Yeah, Slogger, so I'll be doing this stream daily night 11 p.m. in IST, Indian Standard Time. So yeah, we'll meet tomorrow 11 p.m. again. And yeah, good night. Good night. Yeah, brave user, good night. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, it's already 1:20, so I'll just end the stream now. So I love connecting with you all, guys. Thank you for watching my stream. Good night to you all. Thank you. Bye bye.